Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Moonriver. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. Now, if you haven't seen the previous Moonriver update, I'd encourage you to watch that before watching this one so that you have more context. Also, if you want to support Ukraine, there are two links in the description which will take you to the official websites where you can support the Ukrainian refugees or Ukraine's military directly. So thank you all for donating, and let's get on with the video. So jumping into the daily chart, I did give you this buy zone quite a while ago, anywhere from $13.50 all the way down to $10.60 is a very good buying opportunity. I do have some buy orders set up for Moonriver right now. If you want to find out all of my trade alerts, you can go to my Patreon, which is down below in the description. I do share all of my trades in there. And we do have this Fib retracement set up. So we have our swing low over here. And we did have our swing high over here, which was a little pump that we got. And based off of that, we were able to get the 1.618 target here at $13.50. And we have landed all the way down here at the 2.272 at $9.75. So in the case of another pullback, which I'm anticipating for Bitcoin and crypto in general, we are going to see us come down potentially to where we came from. So anywhere below $10 is an incredible buying opportunity for Moonriver. Below that, we have another support based off of the Fib, which is at $9.10. So I just say that, if it gets below $10, it's a fire sale, and I just keep dollar cost averaging from there, because if you take a look at the price action, you can see that we are in a nasty downtrend, and we have been in a nasty downtrend for a very long time. And if I flip the chart over here, you can see that if this was an uptrend, right, then you would expect a pullback here at some point, right? Because the EMAs are quite overextended. You can see that the gap in between the 20 EMA, which is the yellow line, and the red EMA, which is the 55, the gap in between them is large, and that is usually a precursor to a pullback, and you are quite far away from the 20 EMA itself. And as you can see, this was just a complete, if this was actually an uptrend, this is a very good uptrend. And at some point you would expect a pullback, because nothing can go up forever, the same way nothing can go down forever. That's why I'm anticipating a move to the upside in July, potentially in August. With the recession news, we could see a quick capitulation for crypto, and that would potentially be our bottom. But if most of the altcoins are going to lose their previous local low over here, we printed it June 18th, 19th, then that would indicate that we have more targets to the downside. So we also wicked all the way up to the 1.272, which was at $16. And the last update I made on Moonriver was over here, June 19th. And from there, you saw a nice move of up of 53%, which is very good in a bear market. And this was a very good swing trade. And since then, we have pulled back 34%. So this is a good buying opportunity right now. And it was a good swing trade opportunity. Now, if you get in right now and you look for a back test of resistance of the 20 EMA, then that would be a nice 24% trade. But keep in mind the EMAs move, right? So the price action, or the price action candles, are the magnet, and they attract the EMAs. So the EMAs follow the price. So the EMA is going to go lower if the price goes low, right? So the EMA follows the price. So when you have the relief rally, the EMA potentially could be even lower. And on top of that, you could look for a back test of resistance of the 1.618 at $13.45. This is technically what we did over here, because you lost this support. You lost the 1.618 over here, and you came back up, you retraced, you back tested this level as resistance, and now you're coming back down. So technically, we have back tested this level as resistance, and we don't need to do that because we got our confirmation of resistance, and now you're going to go lower potentially. So I wouldn't expect a sudden move to the 1.618 in the next 7 days, but you know, anything can happen. We can get bullish news out of nowhere, but you have to be ready for both outcomes really at all times. So have your buy limit order set up. If you want to swing trade, have your sell limit orders as well. But I do want to jump into the daily RSI. So I have shown you this in the last video, so if you watched it, I'm not going to be explaining all the support levels here, but I am keeping an eye on this red trend line. So we've had multiple bounces from this red trend line. 1, 2, we had a little fake out over here and another bounce of support over here. So technically you have around about 4 bounces, and if we have another capitulation, I would look for the red trend line to hold us as support over here, and that would be where we bounce to the upside, which will provide us with another swing trade opportunity. But let's say the pullback gets pretty nasty and we potentially have a little bounce, but then we move all the way down here. Then you have the white trend line below to support us because we've bounced from there 3 times as well. So yeah, 2 support trend lines below, but either way, I want to say that we are in the oversold. So this is a very good entry point, even, you know, not considering these 2 support trend lines, because if you're below the index of 30, you are considered oversold, and each time you've been in this zone, you've had some sort of a move to the upside, and at some point we're going to get back into the overbought, right? But this ride is going to be very emotional. It's going to take a lot of time, and you have to be prepared for that. So if you are, then good, just accumulate on these dips and wait until you can take some profits in the overbought zone if that's what you're planning to do. But if you have a long-term 5 to 10 years outlook for Moonriver, then there is no point in selling, obviously. So I do want to switch over to the Binance website for more oscillators. So jumping into the daily chart on Binance, I do have a nice buy zone for you as well here, anywhere from $10.60 all the way down to $9.80. We have wicked in this zone multiple times, so this is potentially where we will bottom out here and create that nice double bottom pattern. Also, if I bring out the Fibonacci retracement over here, we do have a swing high here. I didn't want to count in this wick because it was quite large, but I have this wick at 13.9, and the swing low was June 18th at $9.8. So this was a nice little uptrend that we had, and now we're losing the golden ratio. And once you lose the golden ratio, usually you come all the way back down to where you retraced from, which was the first fib level. Now, if we come back all the way to where we retraced from and lose the first fib level, you're going to be in a technical target to the 1.618, and that is currently sitting at $8. So if you see yourself lose the first fib level, you can target these 3 support Fibonacci levels at $9, $8.50, and $8. So these are your good buy-in levels. You can set up multiple buy limit orders, and as you go down, you just execute the orders. And when you start coming up, your average buy-in price is going to be as low as possible. Now, if we take a look at the daily stochastic RSI, you can see that we were in the overbought here. So this was a good opportunity to take some quick profits to buy back in a bit lower. So this did coincide when this happened, actually, when we were at higher than $12.5. So this was a good time to just take some profits, and now you have the opportunity to buy in lower. If we take a look at the MACD, we got our bullish cross confirmation June 23rd, and that is when we were sitting over here at $10.80, and we had a nice pump of 54% since then. So that was a nice cross over here that predicted a nice move. So this is a lagging indicator, keep in mind. So the uptrend will start, and then you will get your bullish cross confirmation. So this is just one way to use the MACD, and you could have seen that when you got the bullish cross, the RSI was in the oversold, and the stochastic was just recovering to the upside. So it all pointed out to a nice little relief rally, and we did get that. I did warn you that we could potentially see a bounce off of the 20 EMA, but we wicked even higher. So that is pretty much it. If I missed out anything on the charts, please let me know down below in the comments section. Let me know what are your targets for Moonriver. Feel free to follow me on Twitter. Feel free to join my Patreon, which is a great way for you to get more exclusive content. And yeah, the links are in the description. I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.